Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daily Entomologist. Another little live stream here, just to help celebrate 1,000 subscribers to the channel, which is quite something. Never did I think I'd even get 100 or 500 subscribers. So reaching 1,000 subscribers is pretty amazing. So I like to thank all of you who watch my videos, and hope you've been enjoying them. It's always been fun making them, getting out in the field and doing all that stuff, working on the collection. It's been fun doing these live streams with you. I've done a few of them already. Been nice getting to talk with you guys. And so got my twisted tea here because I'm all out of whiskey. So cheers to you guys for getting this channel to 1,000. Delicious. So not a whole lot on the docket for this round. I have vials from last year collecting that I need to get through and get dried and pinned and sorted and everything. So during the stream, just going to be getting that stuff out onto the paper towels and stuff. I might get some pinning done, so I got some points there, and I have my hole puncher and all that stuff ready to go if I need. So yeah, and hopefully this weekend the weather holds up. Be getting out and doing a first collecting video of the season, so that'll be exciting if I can get out and do that. So, and also before I continue on, may the 4th be with you all. Happy Star Wars Day. As hopefully there's some of you who enjoy watching Star Wars and the Star Wars universe as much as I do. Literally all the decorations in my house or my apartment are basically all Star Wars. It's this stuff and Star Wars. So, yeah. That said, I'm going to start cracking into some of these vials. I'm not really quite sure which ones I want to do first. Because these ones usually, these vials have both ants and aquatic beetles in them. The ants I can get out and let dry and take my time going through those. The beetles I'll want to pin pretty quickly to get through them and everything. So I think we're just going to start with this one. This one looks like mostly ants, so start getting through these, at least getting some vials empty and making my way through them, so I have room to start collecting this weekend. It's kind of sad that I went through all winter and didn't even pin anything. But for this season, I'm hoping to continue improving my videos and kind of hoping to learn more about just video editing in general and all that stuff. Because now with the channel growing and everything, and hopefully with more people gonna continue watching and everything, I want to kind of get a more continue like expanding the quality and the type of videos I do. So hopefully by the start of this season videos and by the videos at the end of this year, hopefully you guys will be able to see a difference between the videos, and hopefully I can make positive changes so people can keep enjoying the videos as well as welcoming more new people to the channel and all that stuff. Because I'm happy. I'm really happy with the channel. I mean, the fact that we got 1,000 subscribers kind of blows my mind, actually. So with that, with knowing that people are continuing to join and watch the videos, kind of makes me want to keep improving and all that and everything. So some of these really small ants are really hard to pick out. And I was right. This particular vial didn't have any beetles in it, so just had ants. So I'll be able to let those dry out for. I can leave those for a day or two before I get around to pinning them out. And here in Minnesota, the weather is finally just starting to change now. Now we're in May, warming up, 60s and some 70s now. So stuff is really starting to come out. I'm sure many of you have already started hopefully collecting in your area. Anybody that's here watching now been out collecting or seen any good stuff yet this season? See, this one has ants, and there are a couple beetles. Stuff in this vial I collected exactly 1 year ago today on May 4th, 2022. It was actually a really beautiful day today. I wish I could have got out and trying to do some collecting, but got off of work really late and had to get home in time to get this stuff set up. So wasn't able to get out collecting today, unfortunately. It was really beautiful though. And all the things on here, the beetles in here should all be aquatic. And they're actually all small enough where I can actually put them on points. I don't have to pin them out or anything. But this one also has a lot, or not a lot, but has some tiny ants that I need to try and get out. Beetle. So I'm not quite sure how long this live stream is going to go for. Maybe, well, at least a half hour, I think. I don't know if I'm going to go a full hour tonight. Like I said, I got home really late and I have other stuff on the agenda for the evening. But I'm thinking maybe half hour, 45 minutes will be good. Good time to aim for. Getting the stuff out of the vials can be kind of extremely tedious. Okay, that one looks good. Okay. And I will be getting those beetles on points here. Just gonna have to let the alcohol evaporate off and let them dry out a little before I get them. Kind of have to open up some of these ants as well. When they get in the vial, they like curl up. So when I get them out and before they like dry, I like to get the tweezers in there and try to just gently pry, like straighten the body out so they dry a little flatter. So it makes it easier to pin and it makes easier identification. So I'm not fighting with really weird angles and everything. Which and sometimes they can be kind of difficult to straighten out, but usually it's okay. All right. So vials all set to go. Label there. Let those dry out. I'm really excited for this collecting season again to begin. Got a lot of plans. Whether or not all those plans come to fruition, we'll find out, I guess. But this year, I hope to do a couple videos that kind of going out into the field and trying to find just one specific species. I want to do a couple of videos like that. Mostly I want to do it for like more rare species or species that are like are threatened or endangered and stuff, or just hard to find. Like I wanted to do it last year. I think I had it on the plan to do it last year, but it just didn't quite work out. So this year, 2 species for sure. I want to go out and do a video on them and like searching for them is the regal fritillary, and the other one is the Karner blue butterfly. Karner blue, of course, is endangered, but luckily, just a short drive over to Wisconsin here. Wisconsin has the most stable and best population Karner blues found in the country. Many locations to find them. So that one shouldn't have any problem to find. So that one should be able to get pretty easily. Um, the Regal fritillary, it's not endangered. Um, I mean, it has declined over much of its range, um, but the populations are just isolated and it's more threatened, or I don't know if it's even labeled as threatened. I think that one is on state to state level. I think I'm gonna have to look that up, just double checking. But around here, there's actually quite a few locations around the Twin Cities area that I can find it. Um, just really strong flyers, and they can just pop up anywhere actually. So, but I should be able to find it. I only went to one location last year to look for it, but I didn't see it. This year, though, I'm going to make an effort to go out and find it and hopefully get some videos and photos of that species. There is a third species that I want to find that is found actually around here pretty that's a pretty good population around the Twin Cities as well. It's the endangered bumblebee. The rusty patched bumblebee, Bombus affinis. And this species was recently put on the endangered species list. It was listed back in 2017, but it's actually spotted pretty frequently around the Twin Cities area, and it's actually I should actually have quite a few opportunities to try and find this species this summer. So I'm going to add that one to the list of getting videos to search for. So that's going to be the three main species. I'm sure I'll try and add another species or two, more rare species to try and find. So hopefully those videos will go good, and hopefully hopefully those videos will turn out as well as I am hoping they will turn out. And I don't know if any of you are watching and seen the video I put out yesterday. Your favorite, the one talking about your favorite group of butterflies. If you haven't commented on that video or seen it, check it out, or tell me right now your favorite group of butterflies. It'll be nice to know. But after debating for a few weeks now, I decided to expand my Pleiades portion of my collection. And I'm actually going to start purchasing specimens from other countries to build that up. I think I think that's positive way to go. I don't know how to phrase that. I think that's a good move for me to make for my collection to help it grow, get more new species, and all that type of stuff. So I'm pretty excited to start undertaking that. It'll be building up slowly, but should be pretty exciting. Oh, congratulations on the 1K subscribers. Thank you, Abigail. I really appreciate that. It's been a fun ride. The fact that we got to 1,000 blows my mind. But I'm really, really, really happy about it, and hopefully, channel will continue growing. Got those. Well, I got one beetle in here that's big enough to pin out. And there's really not too many specimens in this one to take out. Well, maybe if I can get the vial open. There we go. So we got the big guy out, and we got oops. Ditiscid. A couple other dang it. I had it, then it got caught. A couple of smaller beetles here that I'll be able to put on some points, so that'll be nice. A couple larger formicids, so those are easy to get out. Now it's just getting out these tiny Lasius. Gosh. Yeah. And one more. Sweet. That vial's done. Oh, jeez. Oh, watching since you started your own collecting? That's awesome. I hope your I also hope your collecting has been going well. And I hope my videos have been helping you and all that stuff. And yeah, I can't wait for this year's abundance of insects as well. I'm really excited. Hoping my I have a feeling this year's going to be a good year. I'm really gonna buckle down and hopefully my collection will grow pretty nicely this year. 100 insects in your collection? Awesome. Congratulations. Is there a particular group you like more than others, or you just kind of get collect what you can find. Because when I started out for the first many years, I kind of collected everything I could get my hands on. That's part of the reason why I have so many specimens. But now, obviously, I'll still collect some whatever cool things and everything. But it has been kind of nice now that I have been able to like focus on specific groups now and really expand on those and all that stuff. I feel that's really helped me manage my collection a lot better. Love butterflies the most. Yeah, that's what I started out with collecting as well. Now, obviously, butterflies in general aren't really my main focus collecting anymore. I mean, obviously, I still collect them and everything, and get species I don't have, and all that, and new locations and everything. And I'm going to be start buying butterfly specimens for my collection now. But yeah, butterflies is where I got my start too. Everything but focusing specifically, yeah. Yeah, and obviously now my groups I focus on now are Orthoptera and Formicids and aquatic beetles. And those are my like main focus as big groups. Then I just have like certain certain genus or two from like random other orders and stuff that I like to focus on. Like like my butterflies, for example. The part I want to focus on for my butterflies are the Pierids. So that's what I'm going to start buying and trying to get more of those species. So yeah. You just play case consisting of all the New Jersey butterflies, and okay. Yeah, that's a nice little project there. Yeah, when I do when I talk to a class or a group of people or something, I'm giving a talk. I like to take do a makeshift teaching box and bring it to show them of like species that are found in like that area or something. I feel that really helps, and I think I'm. I don't know, because I do have a lot of specimens that I've got sent by other my friends and colleagues in other countries, especially like Italy. I have a growing specimens from Italy. So I really don't know if I want to keep different countries' specimens separate or keep housing them in. I don't know how I don't know how I'd want to do that. I don't know if anybody has any ideas on how to do that, or just keep them organized by families and like subfamilies and genus and all that stuff. Just keep it like that and just mix everything together so same genus is still everything, or should I have a specific case for like all African specimens or like all Asian specimens or like all South American specimens? I really don't know how I should approach that. I've thought about that for quite a while now. I'm still not sure how I want to do that. Of course, I think it might depend on the number of specimens as well. But I think it'd still be pretty cool to have it all separate, like have all my North American stuff in one area and like just separate like that. But I'm not really sure. because obviously you're going to have species in the same genus from different countries. There is that happens. So yeah, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I would want to separate that into like actual like regions, but the more I talk about it, the more complicated it seems. I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually and find something that works for me. Oh, awesome! You've done your own presentation. That's sweet. I really like doing presentations. So I like do a talk and stuff because I get asked every now and then to lead butterfly counts and stuff for like Audubon societies and everything. So I like the idea of like a little presentation. I bring some of my collection from the show, and I teach uh, some kids in Japan about insects and everything as well. So I show them all this stuff and talk to them about insects and teach them about insects as well, which has been really fun to do. And they show me like their stuff they're raising and stuff, and because over in Japan they like raising stag beetles and all that type of stuff. So they show me all their stuff, and then I get to talk about insects in my collection and just insects in general. So that's been fun. And then every year for I think 5, 6 years now, I go back to my high school where I graduated, and I talk to the seventh grade science classes because they build their own insect collections for biology. So I go and I talk to them, and I bring a bunch of cases for to show them, and then I put them on display for a couple of weeks at the school. So that's been really fun and all that stuff. And it's been you never get old seeing reactions to well, frankly, both kids and adults when they look at like just some of the like beautiful specimens you have and specimens they never seen before, and just seeing their faces like they like look in awe as they look at it. You can't really get tired of it. It's really a good feeling, and it makes me like doing those talks and presentations all the more because after you do it, some of them really get into it, which is nice. Have I written any books about my work? Uh, mm, Unfortunately, not yet. Um, I mean, uh, I have authored published papers, scientific papers from when I worked at the CDC about mosquitoes. So I have like published papers out as an entomologist. Um, but book wise, not yet. I do. I have a I have a desire to get a book or two out, especially focusing on the upper Midwest here, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and kind of really focusing on the ants. Frankly, I want to upgrade, I want to update and get a new ant field guide for this particular area of the U.S. And I want to, it's also because I want to do pretty intense sampling this year for aquatic beetles and all that stuff. And I'm not sure. And I also want to do something hopefully with grasshoppers, crickets, and katydids, as well as aquatic beetles. So I have not written a book yet. I have a want to write maybe a yeah. There are a couple of book ideas I want to do, and slowly but surely, hopefully. Will we have more? Will we have the opportunity to see more videos if you're working in a professional environment? Maybe a video that shows the day in the life of an entomologist. Maybe. So currently, I work at an insect farm. So there's really not much. There's really not much to show from that perspective professionally. Just tubs of insects that we raise and all that type of stuff. Plus, they're kind of secretive about like how everything works for their competitors to look at and all that stuff. So for my current job, probably not, unfortunately. But a day in the life of an entomologist. I think I can do that. Do one of those. I think that'll be a pretty cool video to do. As like one of my general days on my day off, I can do a video of like my routine, how I get stuff prepared and all that type of stuff. I think that'll be a pretty good video. And yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that one this pretty soon here, because just a normal day during the collecting season, it can be pretty full. Getting stuff ready in the morning, load it up in the car, heading to location, collecting, getting process of collecting everything, coming back, getting all situated, and just doing like little work on the collection. I think people would be pretty surprised by how busy a day can be and how quickly it can fill up. Yeah, it looks like these are drying off pretty well. I don't know how many. Need one pin for the bait one. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7 points. Okay. Oh, my shirt. Thank you. It's been a great day. I've been able to literally tell everyone, "May the 4th be with you," and they can actually say it back without feeling like a nerd, without feeling as big as a nerd as I am. So yeah, after live stream, I am debating on what show. I don't know if I want to watch Revenge of the Sith, some Clone Wars or Rebels, or not really sure what I want to do after this. Because I did want to do a Star Wars movie marathon, but I just got off of work so late. And it was nice at work. I had my Star Wars shirt on. I had my Star Wars socks on. I had my Star Wars hat on. So it's been a fun day. It shocks many people that I actually have never watched Star Wars. Uh, okay. Consider me one of those shocked people. I might consider watching it one day. I I hope you watch at least one movie or a show eventually. Uh, that's okay though. I don't judge for people who've never seen Star Wars. I mean, it's crazy to know there is to people, but I don't judge. It's okay. Says me who literally has walls plastered with Star Wars posters, and like my whole wall with my TV is all like Star Wars Funko Pops and Star Wars action figures and everything. And literally all my shirts, other than my field shirts and my work shirts, are all Star Wars shirts. I'm wearing my Mandalorian sweatpants right now, and of course my Star Wars shirt. I hope you do watch it soon. Hopefully before the next live stream, and then the next live stream you can let me know which one you saw, and then of course I'll ask you a couple of questions to make sure you actually saw it. Uh, what is the best guide for ants of the eastern U.S.? Could you do a video about list field guides? Um, yeah, a video about field guides is an excellent idea, actually. Um, so I'm going to actually write this. So Abigail, you said a video about day of the life of entomologist. So that's a video I'll do. And then video about field guides. Yes, I'll do a video about field guides there. And obviously, for the field guide one, I'll go through all the field guides I have. I don't have all the field guides, and but I'll include good field guides that I do not have, but really want. Um, so, ants for Eastern U.S. There is a field guide that is, which I'm sad to say I do not have yet. There's a field guide of is it ants of northeastern North America or ants of New England? And that is an excellent field guide. Field guide to the ants of New England. Yeah. So that's a really good one. I have used that field guide before. Um, I don't own that field guide yet, unfortunately. It's definitely on the list of ones that I need, and that's actually a lot of most of the ants in there could actually work for a decent portion of the eastern U.S. Of course, obviously, especially the northeastern U.S. But I've even used that field guide for ants from the Midwest because there's a lot of overlapping species. Um, there is I'm not sure if there is a actual book, but online you can look at um, from the Mississippi Entomological Museum from Mississippi State. Um, a lot of good stuff in there. Uh, include identification, keys, papers, and all that type of stuff. Um, so I'll actually copy the post to that website in the chat here, and that covers ants in the southeastern U.S. So between that website and the keys on there, and the field guide to ants in New England, that should cover pretty much all of eastern U.S. So hopefully that kind of helps you out there. All right. So I think these things have been drying enough. Does your state have the invasive lanternfly? New Jersey has a lot. No. I'm in Minnesota, and they have not reached here yet. I hope they never do. So hopefully that'll never happen. I know they're still expanding and all that. I don't know if I don't think they've reached west of the Mississippi yet. I don't know if they even reached like Illinois or Michigan. They might. I'm not sure about that. I don't know their current range right now, but no, they have not been. They're not found in Minnesota yet. Hopefully, never. And collect them as much as you can. Might as well. They're so. It's kind of unfortunate because they're so pretty. I think they're gorgeous. I love their colors and the way they look and everything. It's such a shame that they're so destructive and such an invasive species. Have I ever been to the Smithsonian Museum? I have not. It is though on my the very top of my bucket list of places to go visit because yeah, their collection is something I've always wanted to see. And when I was little, um, I always wanted to work as some sort of curator at the Smithsonian Museum, working as one of their curators in their collection. I think that'd be an amazing job. And one of the reasons why I love taxonomy and insect identification so much. So I'm really hoping that one day I'm hoping to get down there and visit, hopefully on like a collecting trip when I go down to that area or something. Would overlap with Southeast. If you're in Georgia, the everything on the Mississippi Entomological Museum website, everything on there will definitely cover Georgia. It covers from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, all the Southeast U.S. there. So that website should be perfect for you. And they might have information on there for like actual books and stuff. I just haven't. I can't remember off the top of my head if there actually is a book out there, but for like all the for the ants I've collected for the times I've been in Florida, I've used that website and to identify those ants no problem. So yeah, if you're in Georgia, it should work just fine for you. One thing I'm really hoping this year is this summer hopefully is get kind of like I did for the Colorado State insect collection. I did a video where I just did a tour of their collection, just looked at drawers and stuff and what they had. I'm kind of hoping I can. I'm gonna try and reach out and hopefully be able to get into the University of Minnesota insect collection and do a tour there, and hopefully talk to some people there and make some connections and everything. I think that'll be a pretty cool video to do. Plus, it'll allow me to kind of network with more insect people, which I think would be a good thing there. So I'm gonna mention this in like a regular video, but I don't think the Alaska trip is going to happen at the moment, which means I have I have multiple vacation days to use, and I'm determining what kind of collecting trip I want to do. Because I'm already going to British Columbia in August. I don't know if I want to do I really want to do an Arizona trip now that I have spare vacation days to use. Could do that. Or head back for a Colorado trip, collecting Colorado, and catch up with some friends over there. Which Colorado would be kind of nice because I know people there and I don't have to pay for a hotel or sleep in the back of my car. But at the same time, I have many states that I want to get collecting at. Venomous insects in my collection. I have many. I have quite a few oil beetles. and quite a few hornets as well. So pretty much, yeah, and wasps and stuff. Like I know you've seen like this before, like one of the nice little stinger on that one. And I also do have a couple scorpions somewhere. I don't know which drawer they're in, but I do have some scorpions as well. The scorpions are actually ones that I had as pets, and they unfortunately passed. So I dried them out and got them into things. So, but yes, I do. Any plans for National Moth Week this year? Yes. Uh, I I don't know if I'll get out every night. I want to go at least twice, maybe three times. Um, I don't know if I'll host. I don't know if I'll host a gathering or not, or I don't know if I'll or join one or I might just do it solo. I don't know. I might. I guess it depends on the people I get in touch with this spring and summer. But yeah, I am definitely planning on getting out for National Moth Week. I actually plan on doing videos as well. Um, I although I have a really bad habit of having all these grand plans for National Moth Week and then doing very little of it. Yeah, and I don't know why happens, I guess. But I'm really excited for National Moth Week. It's always a fun time. Might be kind of cool to do a multi-state. Do a National Moth Week video in here in Minnesota, and do a National Moth Week video back in Wisconsin. I guess that's something I could check out. What about you, Nevada Explorer? Do you have any cool plans for Moth Week? I've always wanted to do bait, but it always just seems so much of a hassle. But that's actually that is a that's a good idea. Bananas, apples, a lot of sugar. Cook it with alcohol. Do you think some of my twisted tea will make that a little more tasty? Oh, black witch moths. They were the very first time I ever saw a black witch moth in person, like alive. I was down in Miami for work. I walked outside of the hotel. I looked up, and it was like 10:30 at night. I looked up, and there it was, just sitting on the wall on the side of the hotel, just sitting there. And I didn't have my net. So I tried using a mosquito dipping net to catch it. It did not work. Uh, yeah, main reason one reason I do want to try bait is for the Catocala underwing moths, because those are just amazing and diverse, and I really enjoy them. So yeah, getting those at bait would be totally worth getting all that bait set up. Yeah, I always have a container and net as well. But when I'm on the plane, I usually only bring like carry-ons and personal bags. So my net that I did have was just my pocket net. So I had like the thing and just a little uh, handle to attach. And I wasn't quite tall enough to reach it. It was like 15 feet up on the wall, and I wasn't able to get to it. Uh, have I or ever experienced the Brood X cicadas? Unfortunately, no. Um, most of those species don't range up this far. Um, actually, I think very best place to like get all those hatchings is like Illinois. I think Illinois is probably the best actually, but that part of the Midwest, Illinois, uh, Indiana, and like that area, I think has the probably the best area species wise for the cicada hatchings. Hey, weird looks and questions is part of how it goes. You can't you get used to it. Usually the people are quite curious and are actually kind of interested. Um, the people who give the weird looks of like, ugh, what did that do? What is he doing? Are the people who think they're too cool for everybody else. And you know who they are when you look at them. But yeah, I've been back home. I've walked down the road, and I've had cops from my hometown pull over and actually bring out their phone and show me a picture of an insect they saw that they thought was cool and wanted me to identify it for them. So that was my situation growing up. But the probably the weirdest look I ever got was from a cop. I was in college, and me and my pals were at a park, and it was like 1:30 in the morning. Um, and I wanted to go collect some ants. So we went down. We had a little fun. We made some handmade bows and arrows. We found some old socks, put it on the arrows, and lit them on fire and did flaming arrows and stuff. But luckily, we did all that before the cops showed up. But we were sitting there, or I had my aspirator and I was sucking ants off of a tree, and a cop pulls up and he got out of his car and he did like his little macho watch, like got out of the car like and had that like that tone. It was like, "What the hell you guys think you're doing out here?" and all that, and like trying to act intimidating. And so I had my like half sucked through. I was like had my aspirator in my mouth, so I had like the tube in my mouth to like sucking up ants in the tree, and I was like uh collecting ants, and the look he gave me was priceless. His whole bad guy, tough guy demeanor changed in a blink of an eye. It went from like, I got you guys red handed doing something stupid and illegal to, wait, what did you say? Can you repeat that? And so I repeated, like, man, we're collecting ants, see? And he's like, oh. And he sat there for like 15 seconds, like he didn't say anything. He's like trying to think of what to say to us. He's like, well, uh, the park is closed, so can you guys just go home, please? And we're like, okay. And then he just left, and then we went back and didn't get in trouble for being in a park 5 hours past closing time. I remember that night fondly. We had an oil beetle and everything, and the mice ate it. My condolences. That sucks. I do. Of all things, a mice or a mouse. All right. Well, thanks for chatting, Abigail, and it's always a pleasure to chat with you. And thanks for showing up to my live streams all the time. I appreciate it. Have fun doing dishes and watch some Star Wars. I can say I haven't. I've had some of my sun specimens destroyed before, but I've never had one eaten by a mouse. Um, the My worst case of my specimens being destroyed, the very first time I went down to Texas with my grandparents, I was like just started collecting, and I got them all back. I had them on the drawing board, and my cousin thought it was a brilliant idea to dribble a basketball inside, and the basketball bounced off something, flew off to the side, and landed on all my specimens I collected on that trip, and destroyed everything. I was I wasn't very happy. Wow, yeah, that many specimens was just destroyed by mice. That's crazy. Uh, Back before like I actually had like legit housing for my collection, and they're like in like makeshift boxes and everything. Um, I did have to use. I did have a problem with dermestids every now and then, and I had to use like mothballs and stuff. Um, so yeah, I've had stuff destroyed by dermestids ever since I like house them in here no he, and like did this stuff. And the past 4 or 5 years, I've had some domestic activity every now and then, but for the most part, no domestic at all. It's been really nice. I haven't used any repellents or mothballs or anything, just no dermestids, and it's been really nice. You had your pet pigeon fly in the room and destroy your dragonfly collection. I'm sorry, I don't mean to chuckle at that, but that sentence in itself is sad, but wow. Sorry for laughing. I just never thought that'd be a way for a part of an insect collection to go down from a pet pigeon. No, your entire collection is destroyed. That sucks. Oh man, you can't get those back any. Well, there's I'm literally surrounded by water everywhere, and dragonflies and damselflies are so common here. I can actually get you some catch you some dragonflies and stuff if you want. I give them acetone baths and everything so they don't lose their color. Um, I used to house. Oh, maybe it's the drawer that actually says dragonflies on it. So they're not. I don't have them sorted or anything, but this is like all my pinned dragonflies and damselflies and stuff. I still need to like get them into species and all that. But there's not too many in there because the for a few years now, I house my dragonflies in um, envelopes with all their information, everything in there, and they're like in the box, protected that way. And that's how I do my dragonflies and damselflies now. And then that saves a lot of room and just helps keep them organized as well. Yeah, when I my dragonflies and damselflies, I catch them when I catch them during the day. I leave them in the envelopes, like until like late at or in the evening, so they have time to like empty their digestive tract and all that. And then I give them a 24-hour soak in an acetone bath, and that that works really well. Keeps the colors and everything. And that's how I do mine. Do I keep any specimens in alcohol? Um, as of right now, not permanently. Um, I have like when I go in the field and collecting, I put whatever specimens I can into alcohol, and then I keep them in alcohol until I get to them to pin them out and everything. Um, But as a permanently, no specimens in alcohol right now. Um, I guess okay. Maybe I'll rephrase that. Like the only stuff I do keep in alcohol, like on these in these little tiny vials here, is when I take a nest series of ant species. So I take a small sample, or take collect a bunch of specimens from a single species ant nest. I'll pin out a series of them for the collection. Then I'll put all the other ones collected from that nest in my alcohol vials, and um, that's the only stuff I keep in the alcohol. Yep, I use Ziploc bags as well. Um, I keep them the stuff that I don't put in my alcohol vials. I keep them in like the regular snap off top plastic vials, and I put those plastic vials in Ziploc baggies, and then I just set them in the freezer for a little bit, make sure they're all dispatched and everything, and then basically each location is a different Ziploc bag, and then that's when my freezer gets filled up. I take them out. There's then yeah, the moisture's still there, and I can pin them just fine and everything. Yep. Yeah, that's how I dispatch the butterflies and stuff, butterflies and moths. I do with the freezer. Um, any of the uh, large beetles and just stuff that I don't want to put in an alcohol vial. Um, I'll throw in the freezer as well. Like most bees and wasps, I'll keep in the vials and put them in the freezer. I I don't know where my I had a thing. Excuse me. I had a thing for pinning for these stuff to put on, but I cannot find it. Oh, I guess I'll get up and look for it when I'm after the live stream here. Okay. I got 3 vials out drying. Still have a few to go through. I have one. One ditisted here. and I'll be I at least want to get that one pinned. The smaller beetles here, they're all in fine positions for to get them glued to a point. Starting to collect some caterpillars, larvae, and alcohol. Say to boil them for 30 seconds to help them preserve color. Yeah, caterpillars and larvae in general, I have not tried to preserve or anything like that. I don't know if I'll ever get into collecting those and preserving those or not. I might try eventually just to give it a try, but as of right now, I don't have any of that stuff in my collection. Well, they do that with spiders as well. Interesting. Well, I think I'm gonna go for maybe a couple more minutes here, because I don't know. I mean, it's almost 8:30 p.m. right now for me, and I still haven't eaten dinner. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes here, and I'll be signing off for the evening, and all that fun jazz. So yeah, I think overall it's been a pretty good evening talking with you guys. Finally got some stuff out here to work on over the next couple days. Give me in that motivation to actually get this work done here. Actually, let's do for 20 seconds. Nice. Well, before I do sign off, I hope you. I wanted to thank all you guys again for helping the channel reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm extremely grateful for all you guys who take your time to watch the videos and join me in these live chats and all that type of stuff. And I do hope you all continue giving me ideas and all that type of stuff on what you want to see in videos and just all that type of stuff. So I do appreciate all of you, and I hope you guys all have a good night, good rest of your week. Good luck out collecting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.